Breaking news, acting EFCC chairman appointed after President Tinubu suspends Bawa. I know that Bawa has had case with the court over the few months now, if not up to 1 year. They have been battling how to remove him, but because of Buhari's influence, he has not been removed. So right now, Tinubu has assumed power and has successfully removed the current EFCC chairman, who is Bawa now. Okay, and I also learned that DSS has invited him. He's probably going in the DSS custody right now. Now, a new EFCC chairman has been appointed to act. For now, just like Emefiele was removed from CBN, and a new CBN governor is acting right now. Okay, so is this going to help the economy? Is this going to help fighting corruption? Because I don't see Nigerian government fighting corruption successfully when all the people in power have corrupt cases on their neck, or corruption cases on their neck. Mohammed Umar Abba has emerged as the acting chairman of EFCC Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. His appointment followed the suspension of Abdul Rashid Bawa, the EFCC chairman, on Wednesday night, June 14, by President Bola Tinubu. Bawa's suspension, according to the presidency, is to allow for a proper investigation into his conduct while in office, following some weighty allegations of abuse of office leveled against him by some stakeholders in the anti-corruption fight. Bawa was subsequently directed to immediately hand over the affairs of his office to Abba, who is the director of operations. The same thing in CBN, he was director of operations that took over. So Abba will oversee the affairs of the office of the EFCC chairman pending the conclusion of the investigation. Wow. So this is exactly what is happening. And I also learned that the embattled EFCC chairman Bawa has also been invited by the DSS for questioning, and probably when he gets there, they're going to keep him in custody the way they have kept what is his name? The way they have kept Emefiele in EFCC custody. So Tinubu gave directive for Bawa's suspension to allow for proper investigation into his conduct while in office. Bawa has been directed to immediately hand over his affairs straight to his director of operations, who is now taking over to run the business. So this one, the few comments here, somebody saying only the North occupy that position. Why? That is the issue. Why is he not alone occupying that position? Okay. Again, somebody said, it appears Mr. President, while outside the ring, to pencil down the rotten eggs in the Buhari's administration. May God help him in addressing this, sarcastic appointment. Can you imagine? Those sarcastic appointments by Buhari. So he's trying to clean up. I'm sure that is exactly what he's going to do anyway. Clean up Buhari's structure. He's going to collapse and break down Buhari's structure. That is exactly what he's going to do. And then begin to put people he can work with as well in those offices, so they can work with him without sabotaging him. Exactly what he's doing. He cannot work with Buhari's eyes working for him. It means that he's going to fail. So he's gradually dismantling Buhari's structure. That is what I say again. Because retaining Emefiele and CBN for almost 9 years was something else. People expected him to have left, but it didn't happen under Buhari. Okay, so he has to break all those structures and set up his own structure and his own kitchen cabinet and people that will be loyal to him. So is this news authentic, or is another social media? It's not social media lies. Now pictures are there, videos are there, how the EFCC chairman have been asked to leave, and right now the DSS has invited him, to their custody. That is the truth. So I'm sure by the end of today, we will know how far he has gone with the DSS. Bawa and Emefiele didn't walk from Tinubu's selection. I repeat, let Tinubu probe the ones that worked for his selection. Mumu people, don't they jump up. Tinubu is fighting corruption. Oh yeah, let him probe all the APC northern governors that support him. Fashola Sanwo-Olu, etc. How do you expect him to work with Bawa? Of course, he has to remove people that did not support him. That's one part. He also has to remove people that he did not appoint, and then appoint his own people to work for him. I hope his sack, uh, it's not related to his planned probe ex-criminal governor and ministers, e.g., Malami, Ganduje, and Matawale. He cannot. I don't think he'll be able to probe all those governors anyway. He will not be able to probe all those governors. He will not be able to probe all those governors. So now, let's see his reason for suspending Bawa, the former EFCC chairman, is basically to be able to continue the investigation against Bawa uninfluenced. That is true. Actually, you can't investigate a man while he's still in office. He will tamper with all the records and all the evidences, because Bawa has a lot of corruption issues and filed and alleged against him, and which probably because of his influence in government and because he was working for Buhari, all of those investigations have not gone on successfully. So right now that is out, we just hope that those investigations will be able to go on successfully. Okay, so Bawa, and only God knows how many people, what is his name? This government will be able to investigate. But again, is DSS the right person to deal with corruption allegations, or the right group to deal with corruption allegations? Because just like DSS went and arrested Emefiele, and Emefiele had both what do they call it, terrorism cases, and also has financial cases as well. So I think any case that has to do with financial case, since Bawa is a member of EFCC, they may not use EFCC to investigate him because his boys in that parastatal will protect him. So you hand him over to the ICPC, which is like a sister parastatal that has the jurisdiction and the competencies to handle such case, not keeping him in DSS custody, because I know that what they're going to do now is to perpetually keep him in DSS custody and saying they are fighting, they're investigating. But truth be told, DSS does not have what it takes to investigate financial crimes. It is not their call. It is not in their competency. So they should hand him over, just like Femi Falana called on the DSS to quickly hand over Emefiele back to the EFCC to handle all the financial corruption cases, because it is not in the jurisdiction of DSS to investigate Emefiele's financial crimes if he has committed financial crimes. They don't have the power and the competency to do that. I think this same thing will still apply to this Bawa's case from the EFCC as well. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.